Today, I want to talk about relationships. One of the most important things we can build in this life is what? Healthy relationships. All types of relationships, whether there are family, friends, or a romantic, all relationships rely on trust, right? Yes. According to marriage and family therapist Sean Treese Parks, trust is the feeling of security we get from a person's consistent behavior. I don't think, you can have a relationship without trust. But see, I'm the kind, I think we all deal with that differently or issue it out differently, right? So when I start off with people, okay, I'm gonna give it all to you up front. Like, okay, I trust you, I have no reason not to. Oh, but you can chip away from that trust. You see what I mean? Because then eventually I'll discover that, you can't be trusted like that. And then they chip away with it. And then sometimes, you may still love people, but it causes me to at least change the way I deal with people, even though when you cannot change them. Does that make sense? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, you discover that they can't be trusted, okay? Right? You can't just trust anybody. It's only a few people that we can trust. We have our friends, you have your siblings, your different loved ones, or just people that you feel you can. And like, as for me, I would say my best friend Walter, who works here with me on the Jennifer Hudson show. We have been friends our whole lives. Almost 40 years at this point. We grew up together. And my mother used to say, I don't know about them other friends, but that Walter's all right with me, okay? And another one for me is my manager and friend, Graham. He's here as well. Like, I trust him with my career. Now, of course, we can always work on strengthening our trust in relationships. So today, I want to talk about tips I've come across to help us do just that. Y'all want to learn together? Okay, one is be consistent and committed, right? Because if you invest in what you really love and what you care for, right? And so if you're consistent and committed, then people see, no, you're there for the long haul, and that will cause them to trust you, which will build a healthier relationship, which is what we're going for. Okay, let's keep it moving. Showing people who you are helps build trust, right? It's good to show yourself, one, because you want to be loved for who you truly are, right? So I think, it's good to be, and if you're with the right people and right relationship, you would naturally do that. So that's important, and you want all of you to be loved, so you want to show your full self so you can have that. Here's another one, prioritize quality time. We make time for what we want and who we love. And it's nothing like spending quality time. And the more you spend quality time with people, the more you get to know people and the more you can trust them. So that's that, right? Another thing, get in touch with your vulnerable side. That's a good one. Vulnerability is important. But I feel like, that goes into showing yourself. When you can show every dimension of you, and you can entrust somebody with that, I don't think there's a bigger form of trust, I would feel, right? I think that's a good thing. Ooh, y'all, admit when you mess up. Right? Be accountable. I think that's something we all could work on. Sometimes, some of us are better at it than others, holding ourselves accountable. Because, that kind of goes into self-trust and self-love, because we forgot about our own relationship with ourselves, too. We mentioned friends and romantic loves, but what about that relationship with yourself? So making yourself accountable would definitely be a good one. All right, well, I gave my feedback on that, y'all. Did y'all learn anything else? Let's keep this moving. Okay, and be open to feedback. Okay, ultimately, trust is a sign of respect, and we all want our respect. Now, don't we? Okay, hopefully we all can keep growing and trusting in our relationships. Next on my agenda is something I definitely trust. You know what that is? Oh my God. My audience sense of fashion. It's amazing. So it is time to spotlight our J Hud Style Star in our segment, Where You At? You look, y'all look amazing. I really have the best dressed audience in this whole entire industry. Did y'all know the J Hud Show has the best dressed audience? You better act like it. Because I had the toughest time picking an audience member who came dressed to impress today, because it's so hard to choose out there, okay? But I found one. Where is Bina? Come on down. Come on down and see me. I see your outfit, your shoes. But from the toes up, the shoes, the toes, the nails, the outfit, the hair. Yes, Bina. How does your fashion make you feel? Tell us about it.
It makes me feel amazing. I feel like color is my superpower.
Yes,
you wear it so well. When you feel good, you look good, you radiate that, and it gives you so much confidence.
Yes, you're giving me confidence just looking at you. You're inspiring me to want to go shop in my closet.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. And how do you go about picking your looks, like when you're getting ready to go somewhere? What's your getting ready process?
Well, I want to be comfortable.
That's important. Yes.
And at this stage and age in my life, I have to be able to layer, because I go through a couple of different seasons. I can go spring, summer, hot and hotter. So I have to be able to layer it.
Okay, do you have like what's your key piece that you got, the must-have piece?
I love a beautiful leather outfit or a leather item.
Okay.
Love it.
Yes.
It anchors the outfit, and it always is a conversation piece.
Ah, and you like to take up the room when you walk in, huh?
I at least like to be noticed.
She said, I at least like to be noticed. Well, honey, we noticed you today, and you look fabulous. Can we add to this? I want to give you a little J Hud merchandise to go to take home. Maybe you could do a little something with that, Bina. Thank you again for being here and sharing your outfit with us. Look at these nails. Oh, my goodness. My first guest is the queen of New York City real estate, and we love watching her on Shark Tank. Please give it up for Barbara Corcoran. Come on out. It's such an honor to have you here.
Are they paid to do that clapping?
No, we just love you that much.
Okay, good.
Wow, you look amazing. Don't she look amazing, y'all? From head to toe.
I'm trying hard.
Wow.
I have to just, if you don't mind me just saying one thing. When I told my husband, Bill, that I was coming here, he didn't believe me, number one. Oh, really? He's your number one fan.
Really?
Ever since your first appearance. He almost had a heart attack, the old boy.
Oh, no.
I was saying, please have a heart attack and get a young husband. I couldn't convince him I was coming. He'll believe it now.
Oh, well, hi. It's me, Jennifer.
I told you.
Come back to the happy place to see me, but don't have a heart attack. But we are having a heart attack that you are here today. Thank you so much. And I want to say, before we move any further, I'm sorry about your loss of your home. You lost your home in the wildfires.
I did. I lost a trailer that I had owned for 8 years, but fortunately it was insured. It broke my heart. Yeah. But it was a community of like 180 people, all elderly. They had no insurance, most of the people. I had insurance. It was really tragic, but I'm shocked at how everybody's come together with love. I mean, it almost takes a tragedy.
It does, to see everyone. Yeah. How are your neighbors?
Oh, my neighbors, well, you know, everybody in that whole trailer park is involved in the movie or TV industry, all working with their hands. So they're the most genuine people. I've never had better friends. I never thought I'd come to LA and find really genuine people in LA. It's not so easy. Yes, but these people are just wonderful in every way.
That's beautiful. How people come together.
We started, Jennifer, a GoFundMe.
Okay.
And it raised a lot of money, and we used it for putting people in rentals. They had nowhere to go. Everything was in their little trailer. And we bought wheelchairs, we bought walkers, we bought whatever people needed, clothing.
Yes.
And it's made such a difference to that whole community. Everybody is so tight now. We're all bestest friends. You know?
That's beautiful. Yeah. That some positive can come out of it and helping each other. We want to learn so many things from you, so I want to get into this. Tell us, how did you end up getting into real estate?
Well, to be honest, it was a lucky break. I was a diner waitress in Fort Lee, New Jersey, and a boyfriend walked in when I was 23. He was my first boyfriend. It wasn't like I was saving myself anyway, it's just I never had a boyfriend. And he came in, and a year later, he offered to give me $1,000 to start a real estate company, and he was my partner.
Really?
But 7 years later, he announced that he was marrying my secretary, which was really, it shouldn't have been so hard, but it really, really felt hard. However, he did me a wonderful favor when I walked in and ended the business about a year later, because I used to see them kissing and holding hands. It just broke my heart. They had the right to kiss and all that, because they got married. But the fact of the matter is I walked in and ended the business, and then he gave me the gift of a lifetime. He said to me, you know, Barbara, you'll never succeed without me. And I knew I would rather die than let him not see me succeed.
Take that.
But you know what? It taught me something very valuable that I used my whole life, that insult shouldn't be ever, but when you get insult, I mean, how many people here haven't had an insult?
Right.
It can be your best motivator. It's like, it shot me into the orbit, and I would try everything, and I think he gave me the fire in my belly to succeed. I owe him a lot.
Man, talk about succeeding.
Yeah.
You outdid yourself.
Yeah.
Now, is it true you almost got evicted one time? Can you tell us about that? What happened?
Oh, that's a silly story. I was in business my first year, and I was operating my business out of my apartment with my 2 roommates. And my landlord and the super who lived in the building constantly saw me bringing young men up to my apartment. I was renting them apartments, showing them around town, showing them all around town. And many men in a day, maybe 15 men, they were all city bankers. And so they thought I was doing monkey business up in that apartment, and I know.
Really?
So I got an eviction notice, and I couldn't understand why, because I paid my rent. All 3 of us always paid our rent. And then when I finally went to the landlord's office to say, why am I being evicted? I don't get it. He explained to me what he thought I was doing up at that apartment. And I said, definitely not. Those are my clients. And then I told him that I was getting his main competitor $50 more for his apartments than he was getting for his, because I was building walls, making a 1-bedroom into a 1-bedroom and den.
Look at you.
So why would you call his apartments when you only got a 1-bedroom, whereas with my apartments you got a 1-bedroom and den for the same price? So he gave me his whole building to rent.
Look at that.
That became my first account.
Talk about turning lemons into lemonade.
Yeah.
My God. What, so you were always a sharp cookie.
I don't think so. I think I learned to be sharp as I went along.
What, so are you like blown away with all your success? Did you ever imagine this as a young girl, that you would be so successful?
I'm not really.
Right?
That's very nice of you. But not for a second did I ever think I would be successful, because when I was in school, I couldn't learn to read or write. I just had a liability that I couldn't learn till I was almost in 7th grade. And it was so painful to have the kids laugh at you and to be the dunce in the class. And you know, when you're a kid in school, they summarize how you are as intelligent based on how well you do your schoolwork, and I couldn't do it. And I really, really tried my best. But when Sister Stella Marie sent me home in 3rd grade and she said, you're always going to be stupid, I was so upset when I got home to my mother. Thank God. My mother was a saint and so positive. She said, don't even worry about that, Barbara. You'll learn to fill in all the blanks with your wonderful imagination. And it was done, you know?
And it was done, and you did just that.
Well, the power of a good woman, or the power of a mother, what they can do to a child, they could either decimate them or she just took my liability and put a light on it, and she said it in such a convincing way that I believed her. I guess she made it up, but I believed her at the time, and that parlayed me into thinking that I might be successful if I just stayed with it. And it wasn't until I went out working and had my first job at 11. I always worked after school. When I found out I showed up on time, I was a hard worker, I did my job, that I realized I see the light. It's not all about school. As long as you could work and be good, you could really make something of yourself.
Yes.
And so once I got by the time I was 11, I really started thinking maybe I could be something, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you did that for sure. I love how you turned everything around and it worked for you.
Yeah.
Now, whew, we're getting a lot, right, guys? Before we go to break, you know, we want some of your wisdom because you've been married for over 30 years.
Yes.
Everything you touch turns into gold. Oh, he's handsome. What's the secret?
You're asking me about marriage? I think marriage is the hardest thing. It's hard for me. I think it's hard for everybody. But I should probably say something really wise. But I think it just, for me, it comes down to respecting the other person, demanding respect back. And more than anything, I think it comes down to tolerance and having a separate bedroom, which I have.
Well, you got it. More with Barbara when we come back. We're back with Barbara Corcoran. Oh, my goodness. So you've been on Shark Tank since season 1, like the very beginning of it all. Tell us, how did you end up on the show?
Well, I was actually hired, I was fired, and I was rehired before the first day on the set. Yes.
Oh, wow. What changed? What stuck that kept you there all this time?
I got a call, and I thought it was a fishing show. Once that was out of the way, I said, sure, I'll be there. I'll try it out. And I signed the contract. But they called me about a month later and said, we changed our mind. We hired another woman. My horns went up. Like, I'm very competitive by nature, I must say. And I hated that other woman, whoever she may have been. And so I wrote an email to Mark Burnett, who was a big producer. I didn't know that at the time. But I wrote him an email, and I said, I consider you counting me as second place as my lucky charm. I always do best from second position. I expect to be on that plane next Thursday. I told him all the reasons I had been rejected and hurt in my life and how I came back from the dead and proved everybody wrong. Yes. And he said, well, come out and compete for the seat because I suggested it. And I came out and I knocked that woman right out of the seat.
You better knock her out and stick up for yourself in the midst of it. You said I could show you better than I could tell you. Oh, my goodness. Don't y'all feel inspired just hearing her speak?
But, Jennifer, I'm sure there's many times in your life that you had to learn to speak up for yourself.
Yes,
you don't just get the best of life unless you stand up and get counted. And I'm really good at that. I learned over the years. I got nothing unless I tried twice as hard, and then I always got what I wanted.
I'm taking all of that in.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Now, you've been sitting next to Mark Cuban for seasons. I know this is his last season. What will you miss?
Oh, God, Mark's such a sweetheart. And I just feel better sitting next to a billionaire. You know, I just feel richer.
Yes.
But what Mark does for me is he does my math. I still don't have a way with numbers. So he tells me, I'll say, what does that represent? What percentage? He does the math for me and hands me papers all through the show. But I can't imagine how I'm going to survive on that show without him because who's going to do my math? You know, I just have to get a new guy or something.
We think you got it just fine, that's for sure. Now, yes, right? And congratulations, y'all won an Emmy together. What was that night like?
Well, the best part of the Emmy, of course, well, I can't tell you. You've won everything, clean across the board.
Thank you.
But me winning the Emmy, we were all so excited to get the Emmy, but the best part was we got in the elevator right after you got the reward, and the elevator broke down.
What?
And so we had 15 people in the elevator, and we stood there for like 20 minutes while they fixed the elevator, and we took selfies with our trophies and everything. So that was the most fun part. We all got the best pictures to show for it.
I love that how you turn everything into a celebration.
It was a celebration.
Find the positive. Ooh, that's inspiring. Okay, I got one more question.
Yes.
Who's your favorite shark?
Damon.
Damon.
Well, you know what's great about Damon? What you see is what you get. He has no falsehood about him whatsoever. But I have to be honest, what I don't like about Damon, he likes to dance on set and he's cool. You know, he has those like cool moves that guys have. And when I get up to dance with him, he ushers me by dance back to my chair. Which, so it hurts my feelings a little, but I love him so much I forgive him.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, we hope you keep dancing with us. Will you come back again this season?
Of course.
All right. Be sure to follow Barbara on social media and tune into season 16 of Shark Tank, airing Fridays on ABC or streaming next day on Hulu. We'll be right back. you know our next guest from the hit show, Young Sheldon. Now they are starring in the new spin-off show, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. Please welcome Montana Jordan and Emily Osment. Come on out. Do you like my vibes today?
Perfect.
Now, do y'all feel all this love for you?
Yes, I'm feeling it, I'm hearing it, it's amazing. Thank you.
Well, we're so happy to have you guys here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having
Thanks
us
for
back.
having us. We're neighbors, you know?
We're
We're neighbors.
Yes, we are. So thanks for stopping by to see
course.
us. I can't get over this. You know, I want to first say to you, I am so sorry that your family lost their homes in the Altadena fires. How is everybody?
Thank you. Everybody's good. Yeah, everybody's safe, everybody's all right, which is the most important. But yeah, pretty devastating, horrible time for my beloved hometown. I mean, this is the worst. These are the worst wildfires California's ever seen, if not in U.S. history. I mean, this is just a little mind-boggling. But unfortunately, it takes something like this sometimes to see the community that you have around you. And LA's, our community is pretty incredible.
That's a great way to look at it.
Yeah.
That positive energy.
So grateful for that.
Yes, yes. We're thinking of you guys. So thank you for sharing that with us. Now, let's talk about your show, guys. First of all, congratulations on season 2 pick up. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. How is that going for you guys? How do you guys feel?
Oh my, a big relief, huh? So happy to have a season 2 to look forward to. We get to go into our little hiatus break and enjoy it.
What has it been like for you?
Well, let me tell you something. It should be illegal to have a schedule this great. Okay?
Is that how you
It should be
feel?
illegal.
What is it like shooting with a live audience?
I mean, you know, it's fantastic.
Yes, it
adds, yeah. It definitely, I mean, it adds so much to our performance on Tuesday nights. And I have to say, you know, working with a live audience every Tuesday night, we get to see everybody and we get to connect with them and we get to have our real fans right there in front of us. And it adds tremendously. So thank you.
That sounds awesome. And then in the opening credits, y'all do like a tango dance. Well,
You want to see it right
No.
now? Oh, you know. Okay.
Uh-oh, he's ready.
All right. I was
You
ready.
said no, cut it out.
Listen, I
That's hot.
got like 10 years on you. We're not doing that again, all right? My knees are done.
You said you got to pull him back.
Yeah.
How fun was that? That looks so hot, though.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we had these incredible choreographers from Dancing with the Stars come in, and they were fantastic. We had a great time. You were amazing.
Oh, it was a great time. I'm not much of a dancer.
Oh,
you know?
I don't know about that.
You know, I think that tango was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might try that again.
Yeah,
think
that
you
silk
should.
shirt too. Ooh, that's good. It's good luck.
Now, I have to ask, Montana, who is your dream guest for your show?
My dream guest? Oh, man. Oh, I got a storyline for you.
Ooh,
I got
come
a
on,
storyline.
you telling everything.
Let me tell
Tell
you
us.
the storyline. So, Mandy does
Me.
not have a grandmother in the show, okay? So how great would it be for Miss Dolly Parton to play her grandmother? Yes.
You know
I
Dolly
just
watches
think-
your show. Do you think she's watching? Hey, Dolly.
Hey,
Talk
Dolly.
to her.
Dolly,
Come
I
on.
hope she is. You
Please.
think she is?
Oh,
Tell her, tell her.
absolutely.
I just think it'd be great for Meemaw and Dolly Parton to have a scene where they're bickering about something or whatever's going on.
Okay.
I think it'd be perfect.
Okay, I see directing in your future. This sounds amazing. Now, what was it? You worked with Dolly before. What was that like?
Oh my gosh, she's incredible. I mean, it's Dolly Parton. I mean, oh yeah, there she is. She smells unbelievable. She smells so good. She smells like magnolias.
Really?
I mean, she did then. I don't know if she's changed her scent. Oh, fabulous women change their scent occasionally. But I mean, she's just a delight to work with. So sweet, so sweet. We should definitely give her a call.
Yeah, I might have to get me a sniff or something.
Get you a sniff. I love the sound of that. Now, what you do got is this giant poster outside of the WB. Like, what does that feel like to drive by it every day when you come to work?
Crazy. Isn't it awesome?
On.
It's awesome.
Yeah, wow, my legs have never been larger. I mean, they're just that ratio. No, it's great. I went to the Smokehouse, which is that little restaurant on the corner there, and I was walking with my friend Graham, and he was like very sweetly admiring the poster, and we were standing under it for a little too long because people started driving by and being like, hey, isn't that you? I was like, okay, we gotta keep moving.
That's nice.
Sweet.
Okay, those legs look good. Well, y'all
Real
stick
tan.
around. They are really excellent. Stick around for a little bit longer, because I know y'all busy. We'll be right back. And we're back with Montana Jordan and Emily Osment. We were catching up as we do. Now, you recently got engaged? And welcome a baby. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Like, do you ever bring your daughter to the set?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, every Tuesday she comes and visits us, and we got a baby on the show, so there's always little baby toys. Look at her right there.
Oh,
So cute.
I'm telling you, she's the sweetest thing. She's always in a good mood, always happy.
happiest baby
She
ever.
is. I know it.
She's so sweet.
Now, we're very blessed to have her in our lives. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Proud of you. Man, y'all have been doing this for a long time, so to see you have children and then play married couple, it's like, okay, watching you all grow like this.
Chuck Lorre's just right in our life. I'm just hoping it keeps working out okay.
That's right. Season 10, baby.
There we
Season
go.
10.
That's what you want to do. And then you have new music coming out, and you came with the name Bluebird. Why did you go with that name?
I released 3 new songs under Bluebird last year. Bluebird was a nickname I had for a long time. I had a theater group that I was a part of, and my acting coach just coined me Bluebird, and it just kind of stuck. So, yeah.
Nice.
That's cute.
Okay, y'all stay on the roll. Okay, so I know you guys play a married couple, and you've worked together for a long time, so I got a little game. I want to see who knows each other best. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions. Y'all get to write it down, and we'll see if your answers match.
All right.
You ready? Y'all ready? All right, don't cheat.
Look, don't be cheating now.
I'm watching both of y'all. What's Emily's favorite snack on set? Don't cheat. No, he's trying to peek. Montana.
Favorite snack on set? Ooh, boy, oh boy.
Let's see what we got.
We should spend more time together.
Yeah, maybe so.
Uh-oh. What we got? What we got?
Cheese. No, you did not. I guess. I
Dang
had no
it!
idea.
Shoot! I do eat a lot of cheese.
Wow, that was impressive.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Good for you.
Let's erase the boys
You
and
keep
try
an eye out, don't you?
I
Another
pay
one.
attention.
What's one thing Montana can't live without? You think they're gonna get this one? That's a paragraph.
Yeah, she's writing a book over here.
You showed your answer. Okay,
Oh,
you ready?
shit.
Well, she stopped writing. Let's see what we got.
My baby girl.
Oh,
That thick Southern drawl.
ooh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
I was gonna write Emma and Jenna, but I didn't. It was too easy.
The baby girl is a good one.
Yeah.
If Emily was an animal, what animal would she be?
Oh, don't laugh. What's it gonna be? Emily was an animal.
Oh.
She don't even know.
I am an animal.
Out of pecking.
Ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Frog.
Liz, I was gonna say lizard.
Okay,
Gonna say lizard?
Yeah.
Why you say frog and why you say lizard?
Well, I could just see her hopping around on set, just hopping around.
Well, I just like to. I'm just a sun creature. I just have to be outside in the sun all
Yeah.
the time.
I love that.
Yeah,
Me
and
too.
cold-blooded.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, it's a joke.
Let's see if y'all can come up with the matching answers on this one. Would Montana rather go skydiving or swimming with sharks? I want to know the answer to this. I ain't trying to do neither one. Oh, she wrote quick. What you write
Okay.
down? What we got?
Oh, I was gonna write.
Swimming.
I was gonna say neither.
Well, actually, you are right.
Yeah.
You are right.
So
I
you
wouldn't
wouldn't do
rather-
either?
You
I wouldn't do
you wouldn't do either.
But I just said swimming.
Yeah.
Just because
Okay.
You
Okay.
didn't add with sharks.
Are you a good
yeah.
swimmer?
I'm a terrible swimmer.
Me
I'm
too.
more like a doggy paddle there. Just trying
Well,
to
baby,
stay
she was
alive.
right when she said neither.
Neither.
Yeah, she
Okay.
was right.
Who's more likely to accidentally curse on live TV? What you got?
Oh, I guess we both have a problem now.
Yeah, we both got a problem.
Well, I don't know, but I'm glad you didn't curse here. But thank you for being here. Will y'all come back again and see us?
Absolutely, I would love to.
That was fun. Georgie and Mandy's first marriage airs Thursdays at 8 on CBS and streams on Paramount Plus. We'll be right back.